Today was day 4 of training camp, July 30th, 2023, of the Buffalo Bills. And today I felt like they tried to help get James Cook more involved in some passing plays and rushing, but they still don't have pads on. So hopefully we can get some pads on soon, because it's really hard to really see what's going on with these guys when they don't have pads on. But I did feel like they tried to get James Cook involved. Of course, Stephon Diggs and Dalton Kincaid had great practices again today. And there were some interesting interceptions. Poona Ford somehow ended up with the football. I didn't quite see how he got it, what interception or not, but it was fun to see him rumble and stumble down the field for about, I think, around a 60-yard touchdown return. And Josh Allen had like 20 yards on Josh Allen. Josh Allen almost caught him in the end zone. But to have a big defensive tackle, it's always fun to see those guys running around with the football. And then Josh Allen got intercepted in the red zone, in the end zone, by Jordan Poyer. And I said to the person next to me, boy, I hate to see Josh Allen get intercepted in the end zone, but got to root for Jordan Poyer at the same time. So, yeah, that happened. And off the field things, Von Miller, what a practice he had today. That guy is working out so hard. He hit the bikes. He's been throwing the medicine ball around. Today, I saw him doing agility drills, jumping high jumps off of both of his knees, using both of his legs, sprinting across the field, with Jordan Phillips too. But Von was really, really impressive. And then he was doing some different stretches with bands that I don't think people with two good knees could do any better than what he did today. So he really looked good to me. I guess I've been a fan of keep him out the first few games, just make him come back. But I don't know. Von looks good on the sideline anyway. And who knows when he'll come off that PUP list. And then while we were over on the side, an SUV went right by us, and Kim Pagula was in the front seat. And it was nice to see Kim back at practice. I wasn't going to mention that because I wanted her to have a privacy, and didn't. She sat in that SUV the whole practice with the dark tinted windows, but it has been out on the media and everyone knowing that she was at practice today. And with that, I'll just respect everything else to do with Kim. Great to have great owners with her and Terry out there at the practice. And yeah, so Buffalo Bills, the weather was fantastic today. The other day it was too hot. And then the next day it was raining. Today was perfect weather to be out there and be part of it. And the NFL Network was out there today. I saw him interviewing Josh Allen. Things are going well. I'm happy with what we're doing with training camp. I hope that the next practice has pads on. And then as far as autographs, before practice, I was able to talk to Ed Oliver a little bit. Ed was nice enough to sign that for me. You can see his autograph on there. And then Kingsley, Jonathan, the defensive line players this year have really, really been good at giving out autographs. So I'm really pleased with, their interaction with the fans. And there's Kingsley, Jonathan. I had a hard time finding a good picture of him, and I told him that. And he said, thanks. But, yeah, that's a great picture. I actually printed that out yesterday and got it signed today. So I was glad to have him sign that. And then I've been trying to get Justin Shorter's autograph. He hasn't really been – he's working out hard. And the guy is obviously very physically fit. And he catches a couple hundred balls after every practice. But he doesn't really come over to the fans that much. But today, a fan had a Florida Gators jersey, so he made a point to come over and sign that. And I happened to be standing right next to him. So I was lucky enough to get this signed by Justin Shorter, our draft pick from this year, wide receiver. So, again, the guy's practicing really, really hard. after practice today too. A lot of players stayed after, as offensive linemen were putting in extra work. The punt returners were putting in extra work with Hardy and Khalil Shakir and Evans all staying out late. The new player, Andy Isabella, he stayed out and did some extra work as well. And some of the defensive backs, I remember seeing Jamarcus Ingram out there. They just out there longer than practice to get in some extra work on their own with their teammates. And I think every offensive lineman did it. And, that's great to see. That's great to see for sure. And the biggest autograph that I was able to get today, my wife painted this beautiful Buffalo Bills helmet for me with the classic old school logo. And today we were able to get Von Miller to sign that for us. And not only did he sign it, he also added, "Don't blink," in parentheses there. So in question, and we're really happy, really was excited that he not only signed this beautiful helmet, but also wrote "Don't blink" on there. So I'm going to be displaying that right next to my Josh Allen helmet, actually on each side of my television, sort of as bookends, and really happy to have that into the collection. So, another day of training camp. We'll be back tomorrow for yet another day, and hopefully we'll be able to give you more information on what the team is doing. They're still changing out middle linebackers. I saw Dotson playing in there today, so I'm not sure the team knows who's playing middle linebacker at this point. Maybe it's just a rotational thing, and every week we'll have a new guy play. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. But Matt Milano had a good practice today too, as he always does. And from there, that's about all I got because they're not wearing pads. So it's really hard to judge what they're doing. Met some really nice fans today. Enjoyed having a couple of conversations with some kids about how they're enjoying going to camp and how much they love the Buffalo Bills. So with that, always remember, God loves you. And so do I!